Hello beautiful creatures, welcome to my channel. I am Aradia, the Witch of Dark Light, and I hope you all are doing well. In the spirit of me posting daily, and I'm not sure how long that's going to last, but for now I want to share with you a video that I shared with my Patreon a few months ago, and it was to talk about path working, shadow working on the tree of life, the quill pith, understanding your darkness, and how to begin that process of going into your personal darkness and understanding what that is. So this video will take you through understanding how to meditate and tap into your 3 primal chakras, working with tuning fork sounds for each of those chakras and what that looks like and sounds like, just some breath work, and also just sharing my thoughts and understanding of how you can work through this process. Without further ado, here's that video, and if you have any questions, let me know. Like I said, this was created a few months ago as a way to tap into working with the dark goddess and tap into working with your darker aspects and understanding them, acclimating them into making yourself whole, and merging the subconscious and the unconscious, all of those things. So here's that video. Hello beautiful souls, I am making this video as one of the first of several, because there's a process to tapping into path working and tapping into the primal essence, which is what's in our unconscious, what is more connected to what's in the darker parts of ourselves. As always, I'm going to light me some incense, and what I have here is Palo Santo. This is the thing that helps me connect. So whatever works for you, whatever aroma, when we talk about incense, helps you to connect, that is the thing that you need to work with. Whether it's something that people say this is not the thing that you typically use for meditation, if that works for you and it gets you to that place, by all means use that. So for me, Palo Santo helps awaken those senses, and I have a blend that I also use that I shared. If I didn't share, I will share it. But it was frankincense, resin, and copal resins. And I grind them up and use them as an incense. This is something else that gets me straight there. When I light it, I already know I'm there. So what I would like you to do, I invite you to get yourself comfortable, get yourself in a space, and make sure, this is very, very, very important, that you have the time. Because what happens is when we sit down in meditation, or we sit down to be in ritual, or just ceremonial things that we do, sometimes if we have things that we have to do after that, that thing can be on our mind and help make us rush through what it is that we need to be working with. Just get yourself in a relaxed state. You're going to breathe in through your nose and let go, release through your mouth. Through your nose, out with your mouth. So after you do this several times, what you're going to hear next is me playing 3 tones. Now these are tuning fork tones. These are the tones that are for your root, sacral, and solar plexus chakra. These are the lower parts of your chakra region, your lower parts of your energetic points that are more the primal. So that is your foundation, that is your intuition and creativity, and that is your gut feeling. That is the thing that guides you, your primal. So after you are relaxed, you are going to hear, the video is going to jump to playing those 3 sounds, and I'm going to let them play each of the 3 sounds 3 times. So why that number, for me, this number is a number when you work within spirituality that taps into the mind, body, and soul. The 3, the mother, maiden, crone, the 3. So we're going to play this 3 times. You're going to sit and just let it do what it does. Relax. You're going to listen to this. Now, this is in reference to you tapping into Malkuth. This is, you can apply this for the path working, and when you work with any deity, you work with any dark goddess, when you work with the spears on the tree of life. This is in order to work with the dark goddess, because this is what we're doing here, so I'm going to talk about that. In order to work with the dark goddess, you need to first, you got to start gradually working into that, because that's going into some heavy stuff. So you want to be prepared for that. You want to get your body prepared. It's like going into surgery. You don't just lay on the table and the doctor cuts you open. He preps you. You make sure he tells you don't eat or don't drink. You get out of your clothes and you go into your surgical clothing. You cleanse, and he preps you with anesthetics. And this is also, you can be in the right state for him to perform the surgery. This is what we'll be doing. So this is to prepare you to go within. So you will first be tapping into your primal nature. These vibrations, these tones will connect and awaken these chakras. Now, you may need to do this, maybe listen to that part of this video several times. And what I'll do is also attach just those sounds specifically, so that you can work with them more than once and not have to do this whole video, but just sit with those tones. But this video is just to give you a tutorial of how to do that the practice of activating, tapping into, awakening your primal, to prepare you to work with shadow working, path working, and the dark divine. So you will have access to those tones in a separate part, but I'm going to play them here so that you can hear them and understand what it is that I'm talking about. So now what happens is, after you hear those tones, you're going to let it, whatever it's doing for you, whether that was, something awakening, whether it gives you a headache, whether, whatever it does, You're going to sit with that and tap into whatever that is. If you don't feel anything, that's fine, because it's a process. So generally what happens is, after hearing those tones, something vibrates, it connects to something. So specifically, if those primal chakras are blocked, you may feel like some resistance. You may feel a tightening, some vibration, tingling. It's different for everybody. So now that you've heard those, or what you would do is just sit with that and take your breaths, and you're going to try to visualize inward. You're going to visualize your mind's eye inward. So you're going to close your eyes and try to see those chakras. Visualize 3 circles. 1 red, 1 orange, and 1 yellow. Visualize the light of these 3 circles getting brighter. So you see the red. The red is spinning. You're going to visualize the red expanding. You're going to visualize the red getting brighter and brighter and brighter. You're going to see the orange circle. You're going to see the orange color. You're going to visualize it expanding, getting brighter, brighter, and brighter. And the same thing for the yellow. Brighter, brighter, and brighter. These are the primal parts of your energy points that need to be awakened to tap into the darkness. And tapping into the darkness is simply tapping into the parts that are unseen and hidden, and have been there over time. So they're embedded deep. So this is why it's a process, and you can't do one ritual, one ceremony and expect to tap into it. So work with this. Sit and just take the time. Now, we all have, time is a big issue for a lot of us. So this could simply start out by being 5 minutes. And it'll go by quickly because, 5 minutes seems short, but sometimes when you're sitting down and meditating, 5 minutes can be eternity. Take 5 minutes out initially. Do your breath work. Listen to the tones. Visualize those 3 chakras. And if you have more visualizations coming and you're good with working with visualizing, sit with that. When you're finished, you're going to come back. Maybe if your incense went out, relight that again, and this just helps you stay there. And what you're going to do is write out, I forgot to mention that in the beginning, make sure you have a pen and paper, or pencil and paper, something to write. You're going to write out what you experienced, what you felt, if it was painful, if you felt like you felt nothing. You're going to write these things down. Each time that you go and you sit for 5 minutes, you don't have to sit on the floor. You could sit in a chair. You could just, at your desk, and if you're working at home, or just sit anywhere that you're comfortable, anywhere that allows you the time to relax. Because sometimes the floor is uncomfortable for me, but I just wanted to be in this position to put you in the mind of what that may look like to go within. So if you have any questions about what it is you're supposed to do, you're going to sit down, do your breath works. And breath works is simply making sure that you breathe properly. Be aware of how you're breathing. So you're going to do that in the beginning, and then you're going to listen to those sounds consecutively 3 times. And You're going to listen to the root, the sacral, and the solar plexus once, then the root, the sacral, and the solar plexus twice, and then 3 times. And after that, you sit, relax, and just think about what you're feeling, and then you're going to write those things down. So if you have any questions, let me know. But this is the first part of tapping into your primal. There's many techniques and ways to do that, but because I've worked, I have a certificate in working with tuning forks. I think that's a wonderful method of tapping into those tones. Blessings on your journey into your primal parts of yourself.